Welcome to Moving to Portugal Daily, episode 42. I'm Mateus Costa. Today, we dive into Build a Portuguese Financial Footprint in 90 Days, a D7, D8-Proof blueprint, with practical steps to help you relocate smarter and live better in Portugal. Hook. Imagine arriving for your CEF interview and being asked to explain how Portugal fits into your life. You show a tidy foreign bank statement, explain your savings, and the officer thanks you, then hesitates. Too often, savings-only stories end with follow-up requests or rejections because there are no local rhythms to prove daily life here. A local financial footprint is the silent proof CEF listens to. Regular Portuguese bank flows, rent and utility bills in your name, invoices or local contracts, and membership payments that show habitual presence. Today, I'll give you a realistic 90-day plan to build that footprint, legally, cleanly, and aligned with long-term integration. Promise and Roadmap. Here's what you'll build in 90 days and the 4 microsystems to focus on. 1. A Portuguese banking and NIF foundation with recurring flows. 2. Rental and utility documentation that CEF accepts. 3. Converting your remote income into local evidence. Invoices, simple contracts, and accountant confirmations. And 4, social payments and appearance signals that back your story in person. I'll walk you through concrete tasks, the small daily habits that make them automatic, and 1 downloadable checklist you can start in the next 24 hours. Section 1. Bank, NIF, and recurring flows. Step 1 is simple but essential. Get your NIF and open a Portuguese bank account as soon as you can. Use a major Portuguese bank or a licensed digital bank with Portuguese IBANs. Bring your passport, proof of address, a hotel booking or short-term rental will do initially, and your NIF. When you open the account, set up 2 recurring flows, a steady incoming transfer that represents your income pathway, and a recurring outgoing payment that demonstrates local commitment, like a monthly transfer to a savings sub-account or a scheduled rent transfer. Why this matters? CEF looks for predictable patterns, not a single large deposit followed by nothing. Structure frequency and amounts to mirror your real income, e.g. monthly client transfers or a salary-like transfer from your main account. Log every setup email and confirmation PDF into a single folder for your dossier. Practical bank tips. Choose accounts that provide downloadable monthly statements in PDF. Enable notifications for every transfer and opt in to 2-factor authentication for credibility. If you can, ask the bank for an official letter confirming your account opening date. That's small but powerful documentary evidence. Start recurring transfers within the first 2 weeks after opening the account, so the pattern exists well before your SEF appointment. Section 2. Rent, utilities, and converting remote income. Next, treat housing and utilities as proof, not just logistics. Insist on a written rental contract, even for short-term stays. Typed, signed, with landlord NIF where possible, and a clear payment schedule. Pay rent via your Portuguese account and keep receipts or transfer confirmations. Have utilities or internet bills issued in your name within 30-60 days. Email correspondence confirming service setup can help if your name isn't on the first invoice yet. Avoid verbal agreements. CEF rejects informal arrangements regularly. Now, convert your remote income into local evidence. If you invoice clients offshore, create a simple Portuguese language contract or engagement letter that references your services and payment schedule, and store signed copies. Use a Portuguese accountant to issue a confirmation letter summarizing your invoicing cadence and expected tax posture. You don't need to become autonomo immediately, but an accountant's signature signals local compliance intent. If you do issue invoices in Portugal, keep a tidy calendar and PDF exports of each invoice. These documents, paired with matching bank inflows, create a coherent narrative. Income arrives regularly and corresponds to work agreements you can show. Section 3. Social payments, appearance signals, and integration habits. Small local payments are surprisingly persuasive. A gym membership, co-working subscription, local association fee, or a monthly donation to a community group shows habit. Schedule at least one of these regular payments and keep proof. Equally important is your in-person presentation and communication rhythm. Before any official appointment, groom for the meeting. print your documentation in an organized binder or digital folder and memorize a concise narrative: where you live, how you earn, and why Portugal is your base. These non-financial signals make your paperwork feel human and believable. Real Nomad example and one common mistake to avoid. I worked with a client who arrived with excellent savings in foreign payroll statements, but no Portuguese bank flows, no rental contract in their name, and no invoices. Seth asked for further evidence and delayed the residency decision. We rebuilt a 90-day footprint, opened an account, set monthly client transfers, converted a short-term rental into a written contract with receipts, and added a co-working membership. On representation, the pattern of local payments and matching documents convinced Seth. The common mistake is relying on a single large deposit or informal rental arrangements. Those signals are fragile. Build rhythm, not single events. Immediate 24-hour checklist to start your 90-day footprint. 1. Apply for your NIF online or at a finances desk. 2. Book a Portuguese bank appointment and gather passport plus proof of address. 3. Request a written rental contract or prepare a short-term booking that you can convert to a contract. 4. Draft a simple client engagement letter you can sign and email to clients. 5. Subscribe to one local membership, gym, co-working, or association, and set it to autopay from your new account. Completing these 5 items in the next day puts you on an irreversibly better track. Risks to watch and mitigations. Don't rely solely on foreign-only documents. Avoid verbal rental agreements, and don't interpret converting income as a way to avoid taxes. Mitigation: get professional tax advice early, insist on written contracts and receipts, and create steady, recurring bank flows that match your real activity. These steps protect your application and your long-term lifestyle in Portugal. Quick recap. Build the NIF plus Portuguese account foundation, document housing and utilities in your name, convert remote income into clear invoices or engagement letters with accountant confirmation if needed, and add small social payments and consistent presentation habits. These 4 microsystems create a coherent, trusted narrative for Seth and help you actually feel rooted here. Portugal isn't just a destination. It's your optimized new beginning. If you want a ready-made checklist, templates for rental emails, a sample engagement letter, and the exact folder structure I recommend for your Seth dossier, grab the Nomad Life Success module on building a local financial footprint. It includes the downloadable 90-day checklist to start today. Use the checklist, follow the step sequence, and share your progress in the course community, where we review real cases and give quick feedback. That's your daily Portugal blueprint. Start applying one thing this week.